welcome back to my channel. Hope we're doing really well. So we're just at the start of January now. I woke up this morning and I really fancied some gammon. So that is what I'm cooking today. I've been to Tesco's and it was absolutely manic because the shops have been shut for a couple of days. And unfortunately, the only piece of gammon I could get is a 1 kilogram joint. Normally for this recipe, I would use a bigger one, so like 2 kilograms. So when you're looking at this and you're thinking it's a bit small, it is. But if you can grab a 2 kilogram one, then that's great. Literally, the whole of Tesco's had 2 small pieces left and that was it. So we will work with it. Still gonna feed us for dinner tonight. I was just hoping for a few more leftovers because I love having, you know, some nice ham in the fridge to have for sandwiches and things like that. Today we're going to use the Ninja 15-in-1. We're going to slow cook this and it's going to taste delicious because we're going to be adding some cider and some apple juice. Then we're going to make a glaze. So let's start cooking. Let me show you how to make this really easy recipe. So here is the gammon that I managed to pick up. This is a cured smoked gammon joint. I do actually prefer a smoked joint, but you can use either. And as I said, this is just a 1 kilogram size. And then in the bottom, what we want to do, you're not actually going to be eating these, but these are just for flavour. So I will just cut the ends off though of that carrot. Not going to bother to peel it. It seems little point, does it? So you just want some chunks, really. Doesn't really matter how you do this. It's just going to go right in the bottom of your pot. And then I've got an onion as well here. Again, for flavour. Whoops. Oh, slippery one. Right. Just take the skin off. We don't really need the skin in there, do we? Yeah, Tesco's was absolutely crazy today just because it was shut yesterday. So that was a bit mental. They had the heating on. It was absolutely boiling in there. So I'm just going to cut these into quarters and that will do the job. So you're just making a bed really for the gammon to sit on top of. Grab your gammon and get that opened. Now, when I'm cooking this, I leave all of the fat on it and I leave the string on it as well because that can come off afterwards. There you go, there it is in all its glory. Being such a big pot in the Ninja 15-in-1, it really lends itself to a bigger piece, but you know, we are working with it. Still gonna taste amazing. We need 500 millilitres of cider. Look at that, it's fizzing over the top. And in an ideal world, you want your piece of gammon to be actually submerged in the liquid, so you want it fully covered. So we've got a litre of apple juice going in here as well. It's not going to really hurt if it's slightly peeking out of the top, but if you need to, you could just top it up with a little bit of water, that would be fine. If you've got a slow cooker with a smaller pot, then it's going to be easier to get that covered. So I'm now going to just top that up with a little bit of water. There we go. Add a little bit of water in there. Perfect, that's great. I mean, really, we've just got the rind and the fat showing out the top there, the skin. So that's mainly submerged, so I'm happy with that. In all my excitement to get this recipe going, I forgot to put a rub on the meat. Oh my goodness. So I've got some mixed spice here. Of course, this is optional, but I'm gonna just rub that into the meat, get some flavour on there. And you want around 3 tablespoons if you were going with a 2 kilogram joint. So that's fine. Doesn't matter that I've done that later. That is in the pot. We've got all the flavour in there now. Let's switch the Ninja on and get it on to slow cook. Now I'm actually going to do mine on high because I'm doing this in the afternoon. But if you want to leave it all day, then go with low. So high, I would say you're looking at 4 to 6 hours for a 2 kilogram joint. So on mine, I think obviously it's smaller. I think 4 hours is probably going to be okay, but I can check it because I'm at home. If you're going to do this on low, then you could definitely go up to sort of 8 hours. So let's press start, and that's all we need to do for now. Now I've got the glaze on here. I'm going to put this on to bake. Let's have a little check how we're doing. Oh, that is going lovely and crispy and golden on the top. Just trying to render down that little bit of fat. So I cut most of the fat off because I don't like too much. And yeah, therefore we're just kind of doing this. To let you know, the glaze is a mixture of honey, brown sugar and mustard. And I will leave all of that in the ingredients list for you so you know the quantities. Here it is, my slow cooked gammon, and it is so moist and so tender. Got that lovely glaze on it. I've served mine with some cold cannon and also some lovely creamy cauliflower cheese.